Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, in this video, I will explain to all of you about retrieving data from multiple tables in MySQL or MySQL. You can use the MySQL application, okay, or you also can use Heidi SQL, okay, to execute all of the instruction in this node. Okay, so let's move to the explanation. Okay, retrieving data from multiple tables means you read or you select the information or the data from more than one table. Okay, so maybe previously you have done or you have read the data from one table. Okay, you have write a query in MySQL that require the query to read or to select from one table. But when we talk about retrieving data from multiple tables, it means you can read or you can select the data from more than one table in MySQL, in your database, in one time or simultaneously. Okay, the only rules that you have to follow in reading from or selecting from more than one table is you must have, you must use or you must implement the very important things in database, that is primary key and also the foreign key. Okay, so you need to use these two keys in order to be able to read from multiple tables. Okay, so let's take a look on one example. Okay, for example, these two tables that are employees and office table. Okay, this table means that, okay, office code, okay, in employees meaning that the employee works at a particular office. Okay, office code, okay, in this employee give the meaning of where the employee works, okay, in which office, in which branch. Okay, so the office code, okay, in employee, okay, just mention about the code. For example, office code for one employee is 01. Okay, so by reading the data 01 as the office code in table employees, okay, it does not provide a very clear information. Okay, office code number 1, okay, maybe the reader of the data does not know, okay, office number 1 is in which branch. Okay, maybe in Terengganu, maybe in Pahang, maybe in KL. So office code number 1 does not representing the real information that the reader or the information needs to be displayed lah. Okay, so in order to know the office detail, okay, based on the office code, okay, the office detail resides in officers table. Okay, for example, office code 01, the detail is office name or branch name is Terengganu, for example. State is in Terengganu. Address, okay, what it is situated in what number of what street, in what district, in what town, whatsoever. Okay, so all the details about office resided in officers table. Therefore, in order to know one employee works at where, okay, works at where. Okay, we need to read from two tables. Okay, we need to read from two tables. Okay, so in order to read from the two tables, okay, we must have a connection or relationship between the two tables. Only the tables that have relationship can be read or can be selected together. So what is the relationship here? Okay, what is the relationship between employees and officers? Okay, the relationship is the office code. Alright, the office code. Office code in employees, okay, the office code here in the employee table originate, okay, originate from the officers table, meaning that office code here is a foreign key. Office code in employee act as a foreign key, and office code in officers acts as primary key. So that is the relationship. Okay, when one primary key is used as a foreign key in other table, it means that it denotes that, okay, employees and officers table have the relationship. Okay, so the only rules that you need to follow in order to read or in order to select from multiple tables simultaneously is to make sure the table have the relationship. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Alright, this is the example of retrieving data from multiple table. Okay, where we name it, okay, as join. Retrieving data from multiple table, we refer the action as a join as well. Okay, so for example, we have we need a report for every employee. List the employee last name, okay, last name, job title, the office city, and office state. Okay, last name and employee job title is in employees. Okay, the data for last name and also employee job title resided in the employees table. Okay, job title and also last name resided in the employees table. However, the office city and office state resided in different table, that is in officers table. Okay, so what are we going to do now is to select both table, that is employees and officers, in one time or simultaneously. Okay, so how are we going to select all these four data simultaneously from the two table? Okay, so the way or the method is to select all the data needed or all the attribute needed. Okay, you just select all of the attribute needed, that is last name, job title, city and state. Okay, from you also need to mention both tables that are needed lah. Okay, so now in this case, okay, we are going to read from table employee and table officers. Okay, so we read from employee and officers. Okay, now now we come to the part that is very important. Okay, it is very crucial. You need to do this correctly, where you are going to join. Okay, you are going to join the two tables together. Okay, so how are you going to join the tables? By using something that are similar in both tables. So what are the similar data in both tables? So the similar data in both tables is office code and also office code. office code in employees, and office code in officers. So these are the two different tables that share the same attribute or the same data. Okay, so we need to join the two tables by using this primary and foreign key. Okay, so we write the predicate where employees dot office code. Okay, just focus on the office code first. Okay, office code equal to, okay, employees dot office code equal to officers dot office code. Okay, so here we join both office code, okay, in both table, employee and officers. Okay, so what is the meaning of employee here and officers here together with the dot? Okay, so the use or the meaning of employees dot and officers dot, it is used to indicate the table's name. Okay, so when we write employees dot office code, meaning that this office code that is resided in employees. Okay, the office code that is resided in employees equal to, we join this, okay, to the table names officers, and we want to refer to the office code attribute. So this office code belongs to officers. This office code belongs to employees. Okay, so we join the two tables by using the similar attribute in that is shared in both tables. Okay, so order by you can give any kind of sorting that you want, that you need to. Okay, for example here, order by employee number. So when you type in or when you give this MySQL query in your SQL, in your DBMS, for example, you are using Heidi SQL, for example, then when you hit the run button, then this output will be displayed. Okay, so next is using the correlation name. Okay, correlation name means you want to make the the table name short. Okay, you want to shorten the table name. All right, so for example here we want to use E for employees and O for officers. Okay, so we want to use E to represent table, employee table, and we want to use O to represent the officers table. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Okay, just watch the MySQL query here. Okay, so we select, okay, this query is also same as this one. Alright, so the difference is we want to use the correlation name. Okay, so please watch carefully and please understand. Okay, so select E dot last name, E dot job title, and then O dot city. Oh, it's just produced the same color. Okay, O dot city and O dot state. All right, so it represent, okay, what are the difference between the previous query. Okay, let's take a look on the previous query. Okay, so we use last name, job title, city and state. Okay, we can use this kind of attribute name in select just if, okay, just if the name of the attribute is not same. There is no same name in other table. Then you can use it. Okay. Okay, for example, last name. Okay, we don't have last name in table, in officers table, for example. We don't have job title name, attribute name in officers table. Then you can use the name without the correlation name. Okay. So if you want to use the correlation, then you can follow this kind of format. Okay, the query format. Okay, so select e.last name, e.job title, where last name and job title both are in the both are the entity of the employee table, and we use o.city and o.state, which city and state are both in the officers table. Okay, now from employee E, employee space E, okay, and comma officers space O. This is the code that you need to follow when you want to shorten your table's name. Okay, it is very useful when you are selecting lots of attribute from more than one table. Okay, so where e.office code equal to o dot office code. O dot office code. So it means here, okay, E stand for employee and O stand for officers. Order by E dot employee number. Okay, so if you want to use correlation name or you want to shorten the table's name, then you can use this kind of format or syntax. Okay, so you must begin with select, okay, to use the correlation name, that is E for employee and O for officers. Okay. Oh, all right. Next, these are the example for to find the employee with last name of Thompson. Okay, display the employee number, last name, the number and name of the city they are working in. Okay, they want to display the employee number, okay, last name, the number and name of the office city they are working in. Alright, so employee number, okay, last name, okay, the number is the office code lah. Okay, employee number and last name are situated in employee table. Meanwhile, the number or the ID, the code ID or the office code, and also the city of the office resided in the officers code or the officers table. Okay, so how are we going to write this query in MySQL? Okay, you select employee number, last name, officers, officers.code and city. Okay, officers.code. Okay, please take a look here, a very careful detail here. Okay, we write select employee number, last name, okay, and then here we have officers.office code and also city. Okay, what are the differences? What is the difference that you can spot here? Okay, the difference is, okay, only the office code is using or referring the table. Okay, only office code is referring to the original table, to the originate table. Okay, what about employee number, last name and city? As I said before, when the attribute name does not exist, okay, the attribute name does not exist in more than one table, then you can exclude the table number in select. the table name, the table name in select. You can exclude, okay, the table name in select clause. Okay, so why officers.office code or officers is included here in office code? Because in this query, office code that the writer means or the writer wants to refer is the office code that is the one in offices, the table offices. Okay, so and why we need to put offices? Because in employee table, there is also an attribute name office code. So office code attribute exists, okay, similarly, okay, exists in two table. That is why we need to verify, we need to tell MySQL which table this office code belongs to. Okay, it is either officers or employees. So we want to read the officers code from office table. Okay, can you understand that? Alright, so where employee.office code equal to officers.office code. Okay, I hope you already understand the join predicate here, where we need to find the similar attribute as the joining term. Okay, so hopefully you will have understand this one. This is very important. Okay, next. Okay, you in this slide, okay, I just want to show you the different way of calling the table or referring the table. Okay, before this, we only call or refer the table by using the from clause, okay, from employee, comma, officers. That's it. Okay, you are calling from two different tables. Okay, with this kind of query, you are calling or you are selecting or reading from two different tables. Okay, but you also can use from join. Okay, from and join. From employee join officers. So what happens if you want to select more than two? Then you need to write the join customer, for example. Okay, so you need to write the join what table. Okay, so the others are quite similar, where you also have on. Whenever you use from and join, okay, your join predicate must be written on clause. Okay, your on is used to, the on clause is used to join the two tables, or it is used as the join predicate. Okay, and where can be used as the condition of the selection. Okay, the condition of the selection. For example, here we only want to know where Thompson work. So we just mention or we just give the rule of this query is Thompson. Okay, we just need for Thompson. Okay, next. Okay, this example refer to other table where customers and employee. Okay, so when you take a look in the table customer, okay, you may find an attribute named sales rep employee number. Okay, and in employee you will find employee number. Okay, so basically employee number is the PK in employee, and sales rep employee number is FK in customer, where customer number is the PK. And sales rep employee number is originate from employee number. Okay, sales rep employee number is originated from employee number, where the customer needs the foreign key from employee to indicate which sales representative that they are working with. Okay, maknanya in one customer there is one person in charge, okay, that manage the customer, ataupun the representative hanya buat kerja dengan customer itu sajalah. Okay, so sales rep employee number and employee number basically the same thing, the same data. Okay, so the joint example, okay, the joint predicate that you can use is where sales rep employee number equal to employee number. In this kind of joining, you don't have to mention the table's name. Why? Because the attribute name is not the same. Okay, even though they are referring to the same thing, to the same value, but the the name of the attribute is not the same, then you can exclude the table name from the where clause. Okay. All right. Other example. Okay. So in this example, we are going to join 4 tables together. Okay, in one time, simultaneously. We are going to join 4 tables simultaneously. So in this case, we are going to find the customer name. Okay, the customer name, where customer name is in customer, contact person, all right, is also in customer, order date is in order, the status also in order, product name is in order details, product name is in product, okay, quantity is in order detail, and ordered for customer 144. Okay, so as you can see here, I have matched the name of the attribute with the tables. Okay, so name and contact person resided in customers, order date and status, the order status are kept in the orders table, product name are kept in the product table, and quantity ordered are kept in the orders details. So it is possible to read so much table just like this. Okay, so this query or this example have 4 tables. Okay, so as same as you read from the 2 tables, the only rule that you need to fulfill is to find the similar attribute that are primary key and also foreign key. Okay, the similar attribute that are related, that are acting as the relationship in both tables. Okay, for example, in order to join these 4 tables, okay, we need to identify one by one lah. Okay, for example, between customers and orders, or between customer and order detail, or between customer and product, which table that has both customer number. Okay, so both have customer number, okay, as PK in customers and as FK in orders. So we can relate these 2 tables. Okay, at where lah. Okay, and then from orders to order detail or product, which table has relationship. Okay, so order number is PK in order, and order number is also a PK in order details. So these two tables are related. Alright, and in order detail, you have product code, where in product you also have product code. Alright, so product code in order details is FK, and product code in product is PK. Therefore, these two tables are related. Okay, so when they are related, then we can read them, we can select them simultaneously in one time. Okay, so example, how are you going to connect? Okay, ni ha. Okay, select customer number, contact first name, order date, status, quantity ordered, product name from customer, order, order detail, and product. Okay, in this case, I want to use the short form of the table's name. Okay, where customer number equal to customer number. Okay, C, customer number in customer equal to customer number in officers. In order. And you need to use and. Okay, and order number, okay, in order is equal to order number in order details. And product code in order details are equal to the product code in product. Okay, so you need to relate. Okay, you need to carefully relate. Okay, let me show you how to carefully relate. What is the meaning of carefully relate to? Okay, for example here, where customer, okay, equal to order, and then when you end, okay, it start from order. Meaning that, okay, if it's end with order, then you begin with order untuk join yang lain. Okay, then order equal to details, order details. So you need to begin, okay, the other join with order detail as well. Okay, and then the order detail is equal to the product. Okay, product code. Okay, so if you need to join the fifth table, for example, that is related to, that has relationship with product code, okay, by using product code, then you need to begin with P. Alright, but it ends with the product table, then it ends here lah. Okay, so what about C here? Okay, it is not P. Okay, it is not P, it is C here. Okay, C dot customer number. Okay, please be reminded that this predicate is not joining predicate. It is a condition. Okay, where we want to find the order only for customer number 144. This one is condition. The other two and, okay, together with the where, are the join predicate. Okay, so these are the different and how to use the join predicate, and also to use the to read from the more than two tables and more than one tables. Okay, so hopefully you can understand my explanation, and then you need to do your own exercise lah. Okay, so please do the exercises. Please copy down. Please rewrite all of these SQL. Okay, all of the query. Okay, copy down, rewrite the query in your DBMS, and either you use Heidi SQL, or also you can use MySQL application. Okay, so make sure your output is like this. Okay, whenever your output is like this, then you have successfully write a SQL query. Okay, so I think That is all for this joining table from joining from more than one table. Okay, so hopefully you have understand my explanation. So see you in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.